Hey guys, Sure Shot Midget here. Fourth time making this video, so I'm fed up with my phone. iPhone 6s, it's crap. I mean, it's a good phone. I like the phone. Some people are just Nazis against Apple products. I don't really care for Apple products, but the phone has no storage. It's a 16 gigabyte, but it has no storage. The stupid Apple storage and everything, or cloud storage, you have to pay monthly for like cloud storage. Whereas the storage on my phone is absolute trash. I have like maybe 80 pictures and 2 or 3 videos that are no longer than 2 minutes, and I can't make videos. And I hardly have any games on my phone and stuff too. So, and I'm recording in the lowest frame, just like 720, but it doesn't upload on YouTube in 720 because technology. So yeah, but I'm going to be reviewing SHS pistons. So basically, I have my guns open, so this video is going to be shorter. 2 ICS, M4s, SSG, and DSG. And then I'm talking about the one that's in my MP5. The MP5 runs a 15 tooth. I did AoE on it, and it has a super shooter piston head. It's not a pre-lightened. It's not a speed rail version. It's just the really old ones. I bought it new, so it's not old. But there's not even paint coming off of the teeth. It's running about 30 rounds a second on 11.1 25 to 35C. So it rips. And I really like the rate of fire. That's exactly where I wanted it. I'm considering buying a new motor for it because the motor in there is used, and it seems like I had another motor in that gun that got it used, and the speed went way down. So then I lowered the C rating on my batteries so I wouldn't burn out motors. Because that 60C battery was just 60 to 70C battery was destroying motors. So the motor that I have in there was affected by the 60 to 70C. At one point, I used it with it. So now I'm using a 25 to 35C, so hopefully it holds up on that battery. But if it doesn't, I'll just spend 30 on a ZCI high torque and get about the same performance. Because if I get a ZCI balance, it'll probably shoot like 40 rounds a second. Now, I don't want that. I just want 30, 33, because it shoots really fantastic at that. So, piston in there, fantastic condition. SHS pre-lightened in my DSG, and then I have one in a friend's gun. So the pre-lightened one here is in my DSG. It's running I got a brand new core SP160 because the SHS 160 that I got from Brill wasn't an M160. It was mislabeled or something was wrong with it. It's getting about, don't have my chrono to test, but I shot outside and the BB is traveling faster with this spring. Just the spring swap, that's all it was. Literally, I could go back and put my SHS spring in here. FPS, I'm guessing it's 30 to 70 FPS. So that was probably an M150 or M140 that was mislabeled, or it was just like I've heard of some SHS springs just not working properly. Even though they're M160s, they just don't get the power it's supposed to. The way it's coiled or something, I guess. So, got a core 160 from somewhere else. Brand new, works great. So, SHS piston here, pre-lightened, super shooter head. Perfect compression in this thing. Fantastic. I don't know if you can see that. It's a DSG, so it's not going to be compressing back very far. You know what I mean? But right up at where it's going to be compressing, it's flawless. I also changed out I have a Lonex O-ring nozzle now and a Lonex cylinder. Rather than the VFC I think I had in here. I have the VFC nozzle and VFC in this. So the compression is amazing on this gun here with a ZCI double O-ring aluminum cylinder head. Or maybe one O-ring, but it is aluminum. I think it's double. Piston has gone through about 30,000 rounds. It's got a good amount of wear, actually, on the release tooth there. And then back here it's in good condition, though. Obviously, there's paint gone because I took a Dremel to sand off those teeth there. So, wear's minimal, I guess, kind of. I will be ordering a new SHS piston just as spare for this DSG next time I make an order. Probably next month I'll make another order, and I'll just go ahead and add one to my cart. So that is my DSG. Loving that thing. wait for videos, trying to get an ECU, trying to find a BTC. Found a guy, trying to convince him to trade me for it so I can finish up the video. External video will probably come first before the internal video. The upper or lower portion of the gearbox. And then my SSG M4 here got a ZCI ball bearing spring guide. I said I was going to get one. It's worked pretty good. I had to modify it to fit, though. Matrix M125 spring. SHS metal rack piston. Not the pre-lighten. I did that on my own speed rail version. These are my favorite ones, to be honest, for SSGs at least. Really, in general, I like these a lot. They're dark blue. Tooth was taken off, and I sanded down the other one. So AOE is perfect in this. Compression's pretty dang good in this, too. It's fairly light because it's got room on the top for you to not short stroke, but lighten it. But I don't know. With the speed rails, it's apparently better at distributing grease, I think I heard somebody say. I don't know if that's true or not. In great condition. The release tooth has just a tiny bit of wear. Just a little bit. But this thing's running 20 rounds a second. Not very fast. It's pre-cocking. This is my Milsim build. It's 370, 380 FPS 0.2s. It actually should be 380 to 390. That's what it was with my... I have to get my chrono back from my friend. He stole it from me. No, just kidding. I let him use it, so... He has yet to give it back, but I need to get it back so I can chrono this, because I do think the FPS, because I just got a new hop-up for this SSG ICS, because the original one broke. So it seemed like the FPS went up. So I got the new hop-up and the new ball bearing spring guy, put it in, and the FPS seemed to have gone up. So I want to chrono it, but I want it to be at about... I'm going to say about mid 380s where it was with my GMP. When I had my GMP, all these internals in my GMP, it was getting mid 380s. And that's really where I want. Even high 370s would be fine. But the limit at my field is 400. So I kind of want to be like right above that. So I may even up it to an M130 spring in this because it is short stroke by 3 teeth. But we'll see. The M125 with the ball bearing spring guide should give me enough power, theoretically. But if I'm losing some air... I may have to do the Jurassic and up the spring power. But this gearbox shell can handle it. So, thanks for watching, guys. This is my SSG M4. Don't know if I mentioned I painted my rail.